Music for me, I think I was born a musician because even before I had an instrument, I would experiment with sounds. I would line my toys up and play them like an xylophone or like a drum. I would put rubber bands on guitars, on cigar boxes and play them. Sometimes when my mother would do a load of laundry, I would get in there and jam out with the washing machine, you know, that kind of a thing. As a child, I would ask, every time for birthday or for Christmas, I would ask for a guitar. But I kept asking for one over and over, and finally my dad brought home a pawn shop special. It was an acoustic guitar he picked up for about $5. The back was hanging off like a door, like a barn door opening. The keys were all broken and bent. It had like 2 strings on it, and I quickly broke those 2 strings because you can only tighten them so far before they break. I would have to recount the story of Uncle Gene giving me his violin on his deathbed. I never knew he played, but this would have been early October 1970. I was visiting him. He was my best friend in the whole world. And he called to my Aunt Chris to go do something. I couldn't quite hear what he said, but she came back with a odd-looking box. It was Uncle Gene's violin, and he bequeathed that to me just a couple weeks before he passed on. Last song he ever played on it was My Old Kentucky Home. And then he handed it over to me and said, play it well. So before that, I was a musician without an instrument, perhaps. I've often cited that music is the cheapest therapy you can get. A guitar is the best therapy you can ever afford. When you're feeling down, it'll lift you up. And when you're feeling up, it'll lift you higher, you know. But for me, not only is music an artistic outlet, literally my voice, really. Music in its best form is a language. You know, music at its much higher level, much higher frequency is color. So I would say that you could take a box of Crayola crayons and you could draw something beautiful with it, or you could draw something horribly pornographic with the same colors. The colors are just frequency, how we use them, the intent behind their use, and to some degree the interpretation of, you know, what I might do something that this person over here just doesn't like at all for whatever reason. You know, it's a complex subject, but it not only became an artistic outlet for me, but also my source of livelihood, you know. So yeah, it's been a wonderful life. Most people think to be a musician, you got to be a rock star or something. It's not that. Fame's got nothing to do with it. Wasn't for me. I was never interested in that. That's something else. I just love the music.